Are you ready?
Yeah. Did you? How delayed with that?
Ready?
I'm looking at that white bit
Yeah,
there.
look at the white bit.
Yep, got it. I'm just like, I want Anna to go first if I'm being honest. Hello. No, I've lost my words now. Can I restart?
Do you know, I think you restarted like 13 times.
It's being an astronaut.
I would like to be an architect.
A footballer.
My dream job is famous pop star.
My dream job was probably being a ballerina.
Play for Rotherham.
Teacher.
Probably being an F1 driver.
Being an actor and a singer.
Car designer.
To be a lawyer.
A reader.
Doctor.
Footballer.
Shopkeeper. Probably to be an actor.
A dancer or an actor and a bit of both.
An actor at the Civic Theatre, I think.
A dog trainer.
A singer. A model.
Photographer.
A Disney animator.
An independent doctor or an RSPCA dog rescuer. To be a teacher.
Marine biologist.
Probably work as an author for a company or to just be an author. Managing a company or something. Plumber. Model.
A vet. And to be a professional footballer.
A babysitter. Probably an architect, to be honest, because I'm really good at drawing and I want to progress myself even further into doing something that I know I can do.
To build scooters.
Astronaut. An animator.
I would like to be an astronaut.
A police officer.
A police officer.
I want to be an author.
To be an artist.
Mechanical engineer.
Probably part of a band.
Illustrator.
Making cupcakes.
Architect.
Probably a footballer.
Glamour model.
I'm probably gonna end up as a janitor.
Going for Tesco.
Teacher. Working in a shop.
Probably working at McDonald's.
Mechanic. Doctor.
Teacher.
Doctor.
A goalkeeper.
A nursery nurse. Still an actor.
A dancer or an actor.
Like a teacher.
A Morrison's worker.
A vet. A dog groomer.
Probably working in McDonald's.
A burger flipper.
Probably an NHS doctor. A teacher.
Marine biologist, I'm confident. You should be too.
HR manager.
What does HR stand for?
Human resources. A teacher. I don't know. Plumber. Model.
Why do you say that?
Because it's what I'm doing now and I'm going to work hard for it.
Probably a vet. Maybe still a footballer. Babysitter.
Probably a supermarket worker, to be honest.
Reality, probably be a mechanic.
Professional athlete.
Probably an estate agent.
A game developer.
Probably a game developer.
Police officer, because you should follow what you want. I'm probably going to work in Morris. Probably something to do with computers. Mechanical engineer.
In reality, I would probably work in a corner shop somewhere.
Maybe something to do with computers.
When we went to the church, when we went to the museum.
When we went to Yorkshire Wildlife Park, because I love animals.
Holdenby House.
My favourite memory is Whitby because of all the ghost stories they tell. It made me laugh and it made me upset, but it was fun at the same time.
Being at Whitby because my mum usually doesn't let me have like sleepovers with my friends at school, so being at Whitby really made me have a taste of what it's like to have a sleepover with your school friends.
Going to it because we had the scary stories.
Whitby because we went to go to the shops by ourselves.
Going to the deep because I've discovered lots of different animals. The 150 years party because it was fun there and it celebrated 150 years, so it's a really good thing for St Bede's.
Whitby because I got to see how parents do with kids and like all the dangers around. I'm going to the park last Friday.
When I came here because I thought I have no friends, but then Courtney came and she asked me if I want to be friends with her.
Go on the World War II trip.
When we won G4S. Because St Bede's never won it before and we were the one who made history.
Whitby when we at night in my room with my friends.
RSVB Centre because I absolutely adore birds and I love learning about them.
When we went to Whitby because of all the stuff we did and it was more friendship and quality time rather than just all the time learning.
First arriving because I got to meet new friends and it was like a new life to me.
Going surfing at Whitby because because it is my favourite memory because it was fun.
When we went to Downing Street because I became head girl and it was a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Pet day because we got to see a lot of animals.
Whitby because I got to be with all my friends.
Bloodhound at Magna because I almost won.
Downing Street definitely because it was just such an unreal experience. Amazing, took my breath away. Because I always dreamed of it and my best friend was head boy.
Cannon Hall Farm. It was just really fun.
Going to Whitby, it was the first time I ever went surfing.
Probably doing debates in class 6 about various subjects just because it's fun to do.
Whitby because when we went, it was so fun to like have our own room with our friends. Go to the beach, buy sweets, being in Mr. Sharp's group.
Probably the trip to Yorkshire Wildlife Park because it was my first trip, like actual trip.
Whitby because it was a great time. We even got to see Sam's shuffle dance and surfing was great. We had to get like 3 people to squeeze me into the suit anyway, but yeah.
Pet day because I got to bring in my pet rabbit.
Whitby because that was the first time I learned how to surf.
Crucial Crew because it it learnt me a lot of stuff and needs.
Probably going to the CLC because it was like very fun walking down and chatting to my friends, and we had a fun time like filming there and everything. It was very good.
Probably to Clifton Park because we could play football at the end and buy something at the shops.
Definitely Whitby. It was just such a fun experience going all the way down that way, some way. It was really fun.
Definitely Whitby because I didn't have to talk to my brother, which was really fun.
My favourite memory of school has to be Whitby because it was just me and my friends in one room, and we did a lot of nice stuff there.
My favourite memory is, I could say Whitby, because everything there was just a brilliant experience, had lots of fun.
Crucial Crew because we learned lots of things and it was a fun experience.
Or Whitby because we can get 7 lollipops for £1.
Going to Wingfield for the first time.
Whitby. Because there's lots of my friends there.
Den building because I didn't get wet in the den.
When we went to Whitby because it was a different thing to my normal life.
Mr. Freeman because he helped me all the way through when I was hurt.
Miss McDowell because she's always helped me when I've got something like not felt well or something.
Probably Miss Gascoigne.
Miss Hobb because she always makes me laugh.
Mrs. Dowell, it's because she's so kind and understanding. She's real good and yeah.
Mrs. Dowell because she's nice to me. Miss McDowell because she's always been there for me.
Miss Jenkinson because she's been with me for 2 years and she's helped me with all my work.
Mr. Sharp because he does technology and he learns me more and more every time.
Mr. Sharp and Miss Jenkinson because they always fight my corner and they're always quirky.
Mrs. McCormack because she helps me in maths.
Mrs. Magdal because when I have a problem with someone, she always is near me.
Mrs. Williams because she helped me with my spellings.
Mr. Sharp because he makes me laugh and he inspires me.
Mrs. McDowell because she's been at the start of school with me and at the end.
Mrs. Brown because she gave the biggest impact on me because she taught me how to draw and made me sing better.
Mrs. Holt because she believes that children learn better when they have less rules, and I really agree with that. I have a lot more fun.
Miss Gascoigne because she always helped me out when I needed it, and she's been with me for 2 years.
Miss Jenkinson because she's really energetic.
Miss McDowell because she helped me a lot.
Miss McDowell because I can always talk to her.
Miss Brown because she always used to help me with everything.
Miss Gascoigne because I've known her for the longest.
Mrs. Gallagher because she's really funny and kind.
Miss Neal because she was my first teacher.
Miss McCormack because she taught me sign language.
Is Mrs. McCormack because I feel she always treats students truthfully. She always handles systems in the right way.
Mr. Sharp because he's funny and whenever we go we always have something new to do.
Mr. Sharp because he's brilliant in everything that he does.
Mr. Sharp because he's helped me with a lot of things and he's helped me through hard times.
Probably Mr. Sharp because I've learned so much
coding and how to write stories because of him.
Mr. Freeman because he made lessons as fun as possible.
Mr. Sharp. Because, yeah, favourite teacher.
Probably Mr. Freeman because he's very sporty and he's taught me to do a lot of things that I never knew I would be able to do.
Mrs. Sharp because we do fun stuff with him.
Definitely Mrs. Gascoigne because she's helped me so much through all my SATs work and everything, although SATs was really, really boring.
Miss Brown because she gave out treats.
My favourite teacher would be Miss Gascoigne because she's kind and helpful and has helped me pass many problems that I've faced.
Mr. Freeman, he's been there for me and he's always inspired me in sport. Mrs. Brown, she was always nice to everybody. Miss Jenkinson because she's really funny.
Mrs. Gascoigne because she's very kind and helps me with my work and helps me if I get frustrated with it as well.
Mrs. Brown because she was very nice.
Probably Miss Jenkinson because she was always active and fun.
Miss Jenkinson because she's energetic.
Courtney, Esme and Marie because they're very kind.
Callum and Max because they've always been there for me.
Lucy, Grace and Olivia.
Amber, Bria and Olivia because they're always there for me when I need them.
Esme because we've been together since Key Stage 1 and she's always been there for me when I cried.
Blake because he's always nice. Billy Henley because he's an orphan fan and he's got a cute brother.
Christy, Sophie and Ashton because I've grown up with them.
Blake, Billy and Ashton because they've been with me step by step.
Lily, Esme and Lily because she's been my friend and she's always by my side. Esme because she likes to treat people equally, and Daisy because we've been friends since class 3.
Callum and Billy because they've always been with me. Basley, Oliver and Max because they welcomed me when I first came to school.
Emily because she always cares about me.
Oliver because I've been with him since foundation.
Billy, Ashton and Callum because they're always there when I need them. Courtney, Lily and Marie because they've been at the start of schools and at the end.
Amber, Emily and Christy because they all stuck with me, and when my brother was in hospital they all made me feel like me again.
Hannah, Jasmine and Neve because we've just known each other forever and they're like the bestest friends.
Grace, Bria and Jasmine because we've been through a lot together, and yeah.
Olivia, Bria and Lexi because they're really nice. Madeline, Lexi and Neve because they're really kind. Bria, Olivia and Madeline because they're always there for me.
Lexi, Lucy and Madeline because they always help me.
Christopher and Lorenzo because we've been friends since F1.
Christopher and Barton because I've known them since F1.
Jasmine, Millie and Olivia because they've always been there for me.
Probably Bartek, Grace and Harry because they've just been really comforting.
My best friends, Ben,
Bartek and Harry, because I've just known them for so long and we get along.
Lennon, Harry and Bartek because they're funny and like Lennon said, we've known them for so long.
Danny because he's been there since day one.
Patricia, Billy and Ashton because they've been there from the start. I've known Patricia since I was 3 months old. Yeah, they've just been there from the start and they've always been really nice friends.
Nicola, Holly and Ruby. Also Danny because I've known him since I was just 2 months old.
Neve and Bria because when I'm on my own, they're always there.
Patricia, Ruby and Holly because they always help me. My 2 best friends are Bartek and Lorenzo because they've been with me all my life and they've supported me in whatever I've done and just been really an inspiration in my life.
Danny, Chris and Thomas. They're my best friend because Thomas was always through with me all the time. Chris because he's funny and Danny because he's I like sweets like him.
Definitely Danny, he's helped me out so much. He's always been a good friend, he's always been by my side my entire life, so.
Cuba and Elland. Well, I usually play with them and I know them really well.
My best friends are Billy and Thomas Wayne because he's really helpful and he's been with me for quite a while, and Thomas because he's a nice friend and we play a lot of fun games.
Billy, Danny and Lorenzo. All of them have been there for a long time in my life.
Trinity because she's always been there for me when I'm down and I've known her for ages.
Patricia, Ruby and Nicola because they're funny and they're kind.
Holly, Patricia and Nicola because they're very kind and funny.
Thomas and Elland because they always help me out.
It has to be 4 because that's how many there are. Lennon because he goes LARPing with me and he does D&D. Jasmine because, yeah. Ben because he's just funny, and then Bart because he has this thing about him that is good.
Thomas, Cooper and Max because they've always been there for me when I needed them.
Your favourite flavour cupcake?
Strawberry.
Favourite car?
Maserati. I don't know.
Favourite animal?
Monkeys.
Favourite food?
Pizza.
Favourite holiday place?
Spain, even though I've never been.
What would you do if you won the lottery?
I spend it all on a house for myself.
Favourite computer game?
Fortnite.
Favourite food is chicken curry.
What was it like to play the star in the Nativity, Marie?
Okay, I guess, but my arms got tired because I kept having to keep them out and everything.
What advice would you give to Marie?
To be sensible.
Favourite holiday destination?
Haven.
Favourite food?
Pasta.
Favourite food?
Swedish meatballs.
Favourite Rotherham player?
Richard Wood.
Have you got a message to say to St Bede before you leave?
Stay cool.
Favourite computer game?
FIFA.
Favourite computer game?
Don't have one.
What would you do if you won £1 million?
Give half of it to my family and the other to charity.
Food?
Burgers.
Favourite animal?
A tiger.
Favourite drink?
Oh, cola.
What message would you give to a new starter at St Bede's?
Pursue your dreams, don't let anyone bring you down.
Have you got a message to leave to St Bede's as you leave?
Make sure that it stays like this forever and always be kind.
Costco, double fillet chicken sandwich.
Favourite computer game?
Fortnite.
What message would you give to Mrs Nichols?
Carry on being arty.
Favourite car?
Lamborghini.
And a message to St Bede's before you leave?
Thank you.
What would you do if you won £1 million?
Buy a new house.
What are you most looking forward to about going to Poland?
Meeting new friends. I just want to say thank you, and I'll all miss you when I leave.
Favourite food?
Pasta bake.
Any message you want to leave to St Bede's before you leave?
Don't worry about SATs.
Favourite TV programme?
Britain's Got Talent.
What message would you like to leave to St Bede's?
I've loved coming to St Bede's, and I'm gonna really miss coming to St Bede's every morning.
Favourite singer?
Maroon 5.
Favourite song?
One Last Time.
What are you most looking forward to about going to St Bernard's?
To meet new friends.
£1 million, and if you won it?
I would go to Disneyland.
Favourite car?
Probably my mum's Honda.
Who's your favourite, mum or dad?
Oh, that's not fair. I can't. No, I refuse. No.
Favourite colour?
Lime green.
Favourite holiday destination?
Disney World, because I just had so much fun.
What advice would you give to Mrs Wassell?
Keep making the school a better place and making it a lot better every step of the way, and I'm really happy that she's doing a job perfectly.
Favourite TV programme?
Probably the next step.
Enjoy, because you never know when it's going to end, because those 7 years felt like a week, so just enjoy it.
Any last message for St Bede's?
Just if you're new or if you're doing your SATs, and just to go for what you want and what your target is, not what anybody else says that you should be able to achieve.
What would you do with £1 million?
Give it to a charity, because I would just spend it on weird stuff that I probably wouldn't use.
Favourite holiday destination?
Tenerife.
What message would you leave to a new starter at St Bede's?
That you have the most fun and have the most exciting time, and that never give up what you want to do, because it'll happen no matter what.
Any advice you'd give to someone about SATs?
Try your best, and it doesn't matter if you don't pass. At least you tried your best.
What advice would you give to someone who's just about to sit their SATs?
That it doesn't matter what you get, you just try your best, and that if you're struggling or if you're having a hard time, just think of the positives.
Taking the bus.
You're looking at me.
Bang it.
Favourite holiday destination?
Barcelona. I loved it.
Advice to a new starter at St Bede's?
Don't be scared, because everyone's really friendly and kind.
Favourite holiday destination?
Australia.
Favourite car?
An Audi.
Favourite drink?
Peach iced tea.
Favourite drink?
Cola.
What would you do if you won £1 million?
Buy a mansion.
If you won £1 million in the lottery, what would you do?
Buy a mansion.
What advice would you give to Mr Freeman?
grow hair.
It's about going to St Bernard's about.
The teachers.
What are you most looking forward to about secondary school?
That I'm gonna be with my brother.
A Barbie doll.
A Barbie doll?
Yeah.
What's she called?
I don't know.
You've had her all that time, you haven't given her a name? Favourite TV show?
Rick and Morty.
Favourite animal?
Panther or viper.
Favourite colour?
Orange.
Favourite fruit?
Apple.
Favourite drink?
Fanta. How hard the lesson's going to be and how much homework.
What advice would you give to someone about to take their SATs?
Don't be worried because they're really easy.
Dream holiday destination?
Definitely going back to St Lucia.
Favourite iPad game?
Roblox. No. TikTok.
Whose first day was just about to be set at St Bede's?
Don't be worried about it. Everyone's really lovely here. We don't have any bullies, and I think you should just really enjoy your time here.
Excited about going to secondary school?
More freedoms and history.
What advice would you leave to Mrs Wassell?
I think she just keep doing what she's doing. She's doing a really fantastic job and has made my time here at St Bede's really memorable.
Favourite book?
Lord of the Rings.
What is your favourite computer game?
Plants vs Zombies.
Favourite car?
Rolls Royce.
Is your favourite colour?
Blue.
Favourite football position?
Striker.
What is your favourite drink?
Lucasade.
Favourite car?
BMW M6.
What would you say to someone about to sit their SATs?
It'll be alright in the end.
To Mr Freeman?
Go somewhere.
Favourite car?
Ferrari, LaFerrari.
What advice would you give to someone who was about to sit their SATs?
Just think that it's a normal test they do in middle of the year.
Favourite drink?
Iron Brew.
What are you most excited about going to St Bernard's?
Having different teachers, because it's not like seeing the same teacher every day, but yeah.
What are you most excited about?
Meeting new teachers and finding new friends.
Favourite holiday destination?
Cyprus.
What advice would you give to someone who was just about to sit their SATs?
Be calm. It's not as hard as you think it is. Just relax.
What advice would you give to someone about to do their SATs?
Don't stress because it does not show your personality and who you are.
What one thing would you like to say to Mrs Wassell?
Keep doing what you're doing because you're amazing.
Favourite colour?
Blue.
If you could live in any city in the world, which would it be?
I don't know.
Favourite drink?
Cola.
What are you most nervous about going to secondary school?
Maybe all the homeworks is like so much.
Favourite app?
TikTok.
If you could go on a dream holiday, where would it be?
Brazil.
What would you do if you won £1 million?
Buy a zoo.
I don't know.
What message would you like to give to Mrs Brown?
That I really miss her and I wish she could teach me again.
If you didn't support Sheffield United, who would your favourite football team be?
Brazil, possibly.
Favourite colour?
Turquoise.
Favourite football team?
Man City.
What advice would you give to Miss Gascoigne?
To stay calm.
Does Miss Gascoigne get ratty?
No.
No. Always stay calm because she is calm, is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
Good. What are you most excited about? We're going up to secondary school.
I'm not sure really. Probably nothing, because except meeting new people and having new friends and meeting new teachers and going in different classes every day.
What's the first thing you'd buy if you won £1 million on the lottery?
Go holidays and then pets.
Favourite holiday destination?
Oof, I've only been to a few, probably Wales.
And what about someone just about to sit there sat?
Stay calm and try your best.
Is it as bad as people think?
No.
What advice would you leave to Mr. Freeman?
I'm not sure. Probably shave his beard for once, because he never shaved it.
Favourite app?
YouTube.
Favourite footballer?
Steven Gerrard?
Favourite drink?
Cola.
Favourite app?
Music, Apple Music.
What advice would you give to someone just starting their SATs?
Always think first, always check it again.
Favourite shop at Meadowhall?
Game.
Favourite drink?
Fanta.
And what advice would you give to anyone just starting St Bede's?
Stay in this school and never move. This is a really good school for technology.
Favourite car?
Ferrari.
Favourite computer game?
Minecraft.
Favourite computer game?
Roblox.
Favourite drink?
Milk.
Favourite holiday destination?
Slovakia.
Favourite car?
BMW 435.
Favourite drink?
Milk.
Favourite Fortnite character?
Go Trooper.
Favourite holiday destination?
Cyprus.
Favorite drink? Milk. My favorite drink is milk. What's up with you?
What do you want him to say? Vodka and tonic? Milk's a good enough answer. Ready, Phil?
Russia.
Favourite car?
Lamborghini Aventador.
What would you do if you won £10 million on the lottery?
Give it to people who haven't got a home.
Favourite item at McDonald's?
Nuggets.
Favourite drink?
Coke.
Favourite shop at Meadowhall?
Game.
Where in the world would you like to visit?
Spain.
What are you most looking forward to about going to St Bernard's?
I don't know.
Are you nervous about anything?
Finding my way around.
Favourite holiday?
Popsicle.
Favourite computer game?
Roblox.
Favourite computer game?
Roblox.
What would you do if you won £1 million on the lottery?
Buy cars and buy another house.
Favourite drink?
Water.
What advice would you give to your baby brother?
To stay strong.
Dream holiday place?
Dubai.
Favourite D&D character?
Tiggs.
What would you do if you won the lottery, £1 million?
Spend it on my family.
What would you do if you won £3.9 million on the lottery?
Spend it.
Favourite car?
Toyota Supra.
And finally, what advice would you give to our member of staff, Mrs. Selman?